Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am VC Pramod with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says government's target is to make India a $5 trillion economy by 2022 on back of strong macroeconomic fundamentals. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj to meet her Pakistan counterpart Shah Mahmood Qureshi on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly meeting in New York. 2 terrorists killed in an operation by security forces in Bandipora district of Jammu and Kashmir. Home Minister Rajnath Singh launches online centralized national database on sexual offenders for speedy trial of cases. Met Office issues alert for coastal districts of Odisha as depression over the Bay of Bengal intensifies into a cyclonic storm. And in Asia Cup cricket, Afghanistan set a victory target of 256 runs for Bangladesh. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that India is targeting to be a $5 trillion economy by 2022. Speaking at the foundation-laying ceremony of India International Convention and Expo Centre, IICC, in New Delhi this evening, the Prime Minister said that the country's macroeconomic fundamentals are strong and the manufacturing and agriculture sector would contribute $1 trillion each to the economy. Mr. Modi said the country's economy will grow at over 8% rate with massive employment generation being seen in IT and retail sectors.
वो अर्थव्यवस्था जो 8% से अधिक की गति से विकास कर रही है, जो आने वाले 5-7 वर्षों में 5 ट्रिलियन तो अगले 1-1.5 दशक में $10 ट्रिलियन के लक्ष्य को लेकर के तेज गति से आगे बढ़ रही है.
The Prime Minister said the India International Convention and Expo Centre is estimated to generate 5 lakh employment opportunities.
ये सेंटर देश के 5 लाख युवा साथियों को रोजगार के अवसर देने वाला है. ये सिर्फ देश की आर्थिक और सांस्कृतिक शक्ति के प्रदर्शन का ही नहीं, बल्कि ये लाखों गरीब मध्यम वर्ग परिवारों के जीवन को नई दिशा देने वाला प्रोजेक्ट. देश के ट्रेनिंग इंस्टीट्यूट, स्किल सेंटर या फिर किसी स्कूल कॉलेज में पढ़ाई करने वाले नौजवान की आकांक्षाओं को ये बदलने की ताकत रखता है.
Mr. Modi said the country witnessed all-round development in the last 4 years of the NDA government's rule, and it was possible because the government kept interests of the country paramount. The Prime Minister said the government established an honest and transparent governance system. Citing the government's decision to merge 3 public sector banks to create the country's 3rd largest lender, Mr. Modi said the government will not shy away from taking tough decisions in the national interest.
लेकिन बीते 50 महीने इसके गवाह हैं कि एनडीए की ये सरकार राष्ट्रहित में लिए जाने वाले कठिन फैसले लेने में कभी पीछे नहीं रहती. जो वर्षों से लटके फैसले थे, उनको पूरी शक्ति के साथ जमीन पर उतारा गया.
External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj will meet her Pakistani counterpart Shah Mahmood Qureshi on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly UNGA meeting in New York. MEA spokesperson Ravish Kumar said the 2 foreign ministers will meet at a convenient time and date. On a query, the spokesman said the meeting should not be seen as resumption of dialogue between the 2 sides.
Basically reiterating Prime Minister of Pakistan's proposal for a meeting between the External Affairs Minister and Pakistani Foreign Minister on the sidelines of the upcoming United Nations General Assembly session. I can confirm that on the request of the Pakistani side, a meeting between External Affairs Minister and Pakistani Foreign Minister will take place on the sidelines of the United Nations General Assembly at a mutually convenient date and time.
Mr. Kumar also confirmed that the issue of Gurdwara Kartarpur Sahib will be raised during the meeting between the 2 foreign ministers. On reported mutilation of a BSF soldier's body on the border with Pakistan, Mr. Kumar said the ministry is ascertaining the facts. He said the barbaric incident not only defies logic but also violates all international norms. On a question, the spokesperson said the extradition request regarding Mehul Choksi is currently being considered by Antigua and Barbuda government. Asked about presidential elections in the Maldives, the spokesperson said India is following the upcoming polls there and hope that the elections will be conducted in a free and fair manner. In Jammu and Kashmir, 2 unidentified terrorists were killed in an operation launched by security forces in Shugbaba Sumler area of Bandipora district today. A gunfight raged between terrorists and security forces following the launch of cordon and search operation on the basis of a specific input about the presence of terrorists in the area this afternoon. The operation has been suspended for the night. Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has accused Congress President Rahul Gandhi of lying on the Rafale aircraft deal. He said Mr. Gandhi's strategy is simple: concoct a lie and repeat it many times. In a Facebook post, Mr. Jaitley said there has been no reply from Mr. Gandhi on each of the questions raised by him on the issue. He said in mature democracies, those who rely on falsehood are considered unfit for public life, and many have been banished from political activity. The minister said this rule obviously cannot apply to a dynastic organization like the Congress Party. Mr. Jaitley also called Rahul Gandhi's allegation that the NDA government waived 2,50,000 crore rupees of 15 industrialists as a big lie. The government has increased rate of various small savings schemes for the third quarter of the current financial year starting from the 1st of next month. The interest rate of small savings deposit of 1 to 3 year time period has been increased by 30 basis points. Interest rate of small savings deposit of 5-year time period has been hiked by 40 basis points. According to an official release, the interest rates on 5-year recurring deposit and senior citizen savings scheme have also been increased by 40 basis points. 5-year National Savings Certificate and Public Provident Fund scheme will now fetch 8% interest rates instead of the existing 7.6%. The interest rate on Kisan Vikas Patra will now be 7.7%, while Sukanya Samriddhi account scheme will have 8.5% interest rate annually. However, the interest rate on savings deposit have been kept unchanged at 4%. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Home Minister Rajnath Singh launched India's first ever online and centralized national database on sexual offenders, NDSO, in New Delhi today. The database will have a record of name, photographs, address, fingerprint and other details of convicted sexual offenders. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Singh said the database will help investigating agencies for speedy trial of the cases. He said this database has information of about 4.5 lakh sexual offenders.
मैं आशा करता हूं कि इसके द्वारा उपलब्ध की जा रही सर्विसेज, अलर्ट्स, फोटोग्राफ्स और फिंगरप्रिंट्स आपको इन्वेस्टिगेशन में निश्चित रूप से सहयोग प्रदान करेंगे। आपसे मैं यह भी अनुरोध करना चाहूंगा, अपना डाटाबेस अप टू डेट रखें, जिसे कोई भी एक स्टेट से दूसरे स्टेट में भी जाकर क्राइम करने की कोशिश करे तो उसे पकड़ा जा सके।
The Supreme Court has observed that there cannot be a blanket ban on media reporting in the Muzaffarpur shelter home sexual abuse case, in which several women inmates were allegedly raped. A bench of Justices Madan B. Lokur and Deepak Gupta vacated the 23rd August order of the Patna High Court, which had imposed a ban on media reporting about the investigations in the case. In Kerala, Bishop Franco Mullakal of the Diocese of Jalandhar was interrogated for the second day today. He is accused of repeated sexual abuse by a nun. The interrogation is led by a special investigation team headed by K. Subhash, who is also Deputy Superintendent of Police of Vaikam in Kottayam district. In the meantime, the Vatican has temporarily relieved the bishop of his pastoral responsibilities in the Diocese of Jalandhar. The protest by Save Our Sisters Action Council demanding his arrest continued for the 12th day today. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu has said the growing outreach of Romania and India's political leadership has created a fertile ground for economic development. Addressing the Prahova Chamber of Commerce and Industries in Prahova city of Romania today, Mr. Naidu said that sustained efforts would take bilateral relations to a greater level. He stressed that Indian investment in Romania is increasing and the government is committed and working towards supporting this trend. Mr. Naidu said India is experiencing transformation on an unprecedented scale.
India is the fastest growing major economy in the world with a growth rate of around 8.2% in the latest quarter. It may settle somewhere around 7+%. This is a report of the World Bank, International Monetary Fund, World Economic Forum and also Asian Development Bank, Moody's ratings, all are confirming the same.
The central government has implemented Mission Indradhanush, under which 7 vaccines are administered to pregnant women and children as a measure to protect them against diseases. Annually, around 12 lakh pregnant women and 11 lakh infants are being targeted under the immunization program. Tamil Nadu has reported more than 95% coverage over the years. In the first phase, the program was started in 8 districts of the state. Here is a ground report from our Chennai correspondent.
Tamil Nadu began the immunization program in 8 districts in the state like Coimbatore, Kanchipuram, Madurai, Tiruchi, Tirunelveli, Tiruvallur, Velur and Virudhunagar in the first phase. Another 16 districts including Chennai, Nilgiris, Tirupur, Namakkal, Erode and Salem are some of the places in which Mission Indradhanush is implemented successfully. Vijay Lakshmi, district health official of Salem district, has said that in Mettur, the mission was implemented in 3 phases.
Immunization program was implemented in the place for infants and pregnant mothers. The beneficiaries were identified through ASHA. The program was carried out in 7 divisions of the district. Through ASHA, 17 villages were selected. Malnourishment, which is one of the cause for ill health, was addressed in infants and pregnant mothers.
The Mission Indradhanush மூலமாக அனைத்து குழந்தைகளுக்கும் தடுப்பூசி வழங்கப்பட்டது.
Program launched in 201 high-risk districts across the country and is aimed at covering every child who is either unvaccinated or partially vaccinated against preventable diseases by 2020. Joy, AIR News, Chennai.
The deep depression over the Bay of Bengal is intensified into a cyclonic storm. Based on the predictions of the Indian Meteorological Department, Chief Secretary to the Government of Odisha, Aditya Prasad Padhi, said the cyclone will cross Gopalpur coast tonight. He said Ganjam, Gajapati, Puri, Nayagarh and Khurda districts are likely to experience maximum wind speed of 60 to 70 kilometers per hour, with gusting up to a speed of 80 kilometers per hour. Official sources said Puri and Ganjam district administration have been asked to carry out evacuation from vulnerable and low-lying areas, while Khurda district administration today cancelled holidays of all government employees for tomorrow in view of the heavy cyclonic rain. Bhubaneswar Met Office has warned fishermen of coastal districts not to venture into sea in the next 24 hours. An interministerial team headed by Special Secretary of the Home Ministry, B.R. Sharma, reached Kochi today to assess the damage caused by recent devastating floods in Kerala. More from our correspondent.
The team, comprising 11 members, will be divided into 4 groups and will visit the 12 districts which are the worst affected in the floods. The group led by team leader B.R. Sharma will visit Idukki, Pathanamthitta and Kottayam districts. The second group, led by Niti Aayog advisor Yogesh Suri, will visit Thrissur, Palakkad and Malappuram districts. The third group, led by A.V. Dharma Reddy, Joint Secretary of the Home Ministry, will visit Kozhikode, Wayanad and Kannur districts. The fourth team, led by Ashu Mathur, will visit Alappuzha, Ernakulam and Kollam district. The team will have meeting with district collectors and other officials concerned and will also visit the flood affected regions. Shamila, AIR News, Thiruvananthapuram.
Home Minister Rajnath Singh, RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat and BJP President Amit Shah today released a book titled Yudh Mein Ayodhya and Ayodhya Ka Chashmadid in New Delhi. The book has been written by journalist Hemant Sharma. The dignitaries present during the function spoke on several issues related to construction of the Ram Temple in Ayodhya. In cricket, Afghanistan set a target of 256 runs for Bangladesh in a Group B match of the Asia Cup in Abu Dhabi. Electing to bat first after winning the toss, Afghanistan made 255, losing 7 wickets in the stipulated 50 overs. Bangladesh were yet to start their innings. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says government's target is to make India a $5 trillion economy by 2022 on back of strong macroeconomic fundamentals. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj to meet her Pakistan counterpart Shah Mahmood Qureshi on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly meeting in New York. 2 terrorists killed in an operation by security forces in Bandipora district of Jammu and Kashmir. Home Minister Rajnath Singh launches online centralized national database on sexual offenders for speedy trial of cases. Met Office issues alert for coastal districts of Orissa as depression over the Bay of Bengal intensifies into a cyclonic storm. And in Asia Cup cricket, Afghanistan set a victory target of 256 runs for Bangladesh. And that's all in the news at 9. Good night.